Just starting off with the basics. Just trying to learn this with one string and just thumb. And then when I get the hang of it, include one string like this string, using whatever note this would suit the note on this string. So for example, if I hit it correctly, of course, something like that. This part of my thumb is getting a bit sore and it's getting a bit of a burn because of lactic acid buildup, because I'm not used to this. Or maybe it's because it's just repetitive. So far the slapping technique is getting a bit better on this string. It's harder to do it on a fretted note rather than if it's like an open one. I'm not sure why though. Maybe it's just the strength of the fretting. Maybe it's just the strength of the fretting. Trying to do the upstroke too. So down and then up. I think the trick to the slapping technique when it comes to this string is instead of doing this like a regular plucking where the strings vibrate this way parallel to the fretboard, I think you want it to vibrate kind of perpendicular to the fretboard, so the string is going to vibrate this way instead of this way, if you know what I mean. It slaps on the frets instead of this. See, this is the horizontal parallel, and this is the perpendicular. Same amount of strength, but different sound altogether. I'll try to emphasize on the upstroke. Trying to focus on my shoulder as well, relaxing my shoulder and trying to make the twist from my forearm rather than lifting the shoulder a tiny bit. Fixing the forearm onto the body and then just twisting on with the forearm. That's what I'm going to focus on right now for a few more minutes. That means my thumb is going to be a bit stiffer so that it can go on with this motion on the forearm. Shoulders burning again. The front the front of the shoulder is burning again. So I need to put some more conscious effort into my shoulder. I'll forget about the thumb for a bit, maybe that'll just come. Okay, so the shoulder's not burning anymore. Looks like I'm doing something right. I have to keep coming back to that, just doing this, just to remind myself that you have to do the downward slapping motion so that the strings slap onto the frets. Has to be probably on this part of the string, on the middle, kind of like on the middle, because when I experiment with the positioning, so let's say shoulders again. Okay, maybe I should rest this part of the fingers into the body, so it's flush like that. It's flush like that. Extend the thumb, so that maybe that could work. But if I do rest that thing there, and then I need to do an octave with plucking, might be a bit more difficult. Could get used to that. Slowly. So the technique that I'm using for this is like this. So two of those upstrokes, like this again. Like that. Kind of highlight it. Or I could change the slapping pattern altogether in the second half, depending on really how I feel. So first we'll do the old one. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then it just changes on the second half. So there you go. I gotta fix that downstroke now. When it starts up, it still maintains that slapping sound. That one. That fretting slap that I was having a problem before. Okay, so I have to maintain that movement on a let's just say vertical, because horizontal is like parallel, vertical is perpendicular to the fretboard, so that makes sense. They say you hit it with the bony part of your thumb. I think they're talking about this part here. It doesn't work for me. Maybe I need to fix my angle, or maybe I just need to use I usually use the tip of the thumb, the corner tip, this one. Who knows? A flicking action. Needs more flick. Like that. With this guitar as well, with this PRS Custom 22, I feel like I have to slap a bit closer to the neck pickup, because the volume knob is right there, and because it's easy to turn, it's so close. Sometimes I put the volume down from 10 to 8 and it changes the sound. But I'll try to be more aware of that and just focus on the technique rather than that volume getting that. I'll just put up with it, because I could probably find a workaround with that somehow. Whatever. Try the floating hand technique, just no support like this, or no fingers there, just floating. Anyway, now hopefully there was something useful for you in that. Some of you are probably dead bored of that kind of thing, but I'm gonna assume that some of you are into that kind of thing, like following along with me and looking at the process of learning something. In my case, learning how to do a bit of slap on the electric guitar, not on the bass. I like that funky slap bass thing going on, but I don't play bass. I play guitar. It's gonna be different because, you know, the strings are closer to each other, they're thinner, etc., etc. But there are some other guitars as well that really do a great slap on guitar. It's just a good kind of party trick or something to play when you have a foreign guitar in another place apart from your home practice environment. I mean, it is hard to learn a new thing. Even if I've been playing guitar since 2004, this is totally something different for me. Even within the same domain of guitar, I guess that's not completely different, because I'm still kind of doing the same kind of stuff on the fretting hand, but it's gonna be the right hand that's going to be the main difference there. So I'm thinking of going to practice maybe about, say, 40 minutes, around 45 minutes, I guess, every day. Maybe in the next 30 days we'll see what happens. I'm gonna do a series of it. Hopefully you like it, and grab a like as well and chuck it this way to show some love, and click subscribe too, so that you can follow on with the rest of these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, man.